Hi, this is Dr. Jeff Hanna at Atlas Chiropractic in North Lakes, Brisbane. Today we're going to talk about our exceptions to the 2-day rule. If you have the chance or if you haven't seen the video about the 2-day rule at this point, I'd recommend going back to have a look at that one firstly. What we're talking about today are those kinds of things that even if everything is going fantastic in your life, that if you do this, it's probably a good idea to have a checkup within the next few days after doing it. Number one, we're just going to say is having a little bit too much fun. So this is stuff like going to the amusement park or going to a concert, having a little bit too much fun down in the city, having a few too many drinks, you get the idea. Just being is these kinds of things put your body under a lot of stress. Therefore, it's quite possible that you've caused yourself a little bit of damage, stirred the pot just a little bit, and it's a good idea to catch your adjustment when it may have only just slipped out, rather than leaving it a little bit too long. And sometimes no harm, no foul, but it's better to be safe than sorry. So that's the first thing that I'll talk about. Number two, hopefully you haven't had to go through this anytime in the near future, moving house or moving office just as much. Typically people have the strength, they're able to do it, but they're doing a lot of different kinds of physical activities that they haven't usually been doing. That also stirs the pot, puts a lot of additional strain on a person's body, plus just the additional mental stress of having to pick up, move, and everything that goes with it, for better, worse, right, wrong, etc., etc. It's good to have a checkup just before you move house. That's a good idea just after you've moved house. Number three, surgery. I think this one kind of goes without saying, but a lot of people, what they don't know, of course, is what happens if they have a surgery and they are put under. You lose your body's normal muscle tone. So if something is irritating you, you can normally, your muscles contract and relax, but if you've had a general anesthetic, everything in your body goes loose and floppy. And if you've been lying down on a table and the surgeon or the assistants have needed to move your body in any number of different positions, there's a lot of stuff that can go awry. And there have actually been a lot of main issues, main subluxations in the neck and other parts of the body that have happened as the result of being so anesthetized when having some type of a surgical procedure. Now, I can understand, depending on the surgery, you're not able to come in for a checkup a couple of days after something like that. One of the best things you can do firstly is drink lots and lots of water to flush out all of the stuff that they had to put into your body for the surgery to be successful in the first place. But as soon as possible, it's a good idea to come in and have that checkup to make sure that everything is settling out properly, that wasn't any damage to happen while you were having that. Now, very similar, number four, dental procedure. You're sitting in a chair, and sometimes it can vary between just a few minutes, half an hour, maybe even longer, with your mouth all the way open. This puts a lot of stress on your jaw and also on your upper neck. So anytime that you have a dental procedure, it's a good idea then to have the chiropractic checkup very shortly thereafter. Similarly, number five, hair salons. Now, if you're having your hair cut, that's fine, but if you have your hair washed, it goes back into one of those little basins. Oftentimes, the little cup, the part that's supposed to support the ridge of the head, it sits in just the wrong spot that will actually stir up people's misalignments and actually cause their atlas to subluxate. Now, that will vary depending on the individual, where they have their neck placed on the basin, and the type of misalignment that the person has. But this is one of those things that I am, again, very cautious about, that if you're having the hair dyed, if you're having, a long-term, basically hair checkup, haircut, something along those lines, make sure that things are not stirred as a result of doing that. The fifth one the sixth one and the last one that I'm going to mention right now is a tattoo. Now, for anybody who's had a tattoo, yes, there's something to be said for being able to take up and to be able to tolerate the pain, but there's still pain to the degree that your body can actually start to shiver and shake because there's so much stress on your body's neurology as you're having the tattoo ink applied. And so it's this kind of stress on your system that can cause a lot of different issues and actually cause things to go out in your body. So these would be examples of things that would be exception to the 2-day rules, and the kind of things that don't let the chiropractor get in the way of you having and enjoying the life that you would like to do and do the things that you have to or need to do. But the kind of things that you may want to have a little checkup just to be sure after you've done them that everything is going to settle down properly for you. So I hope you've enjoyed this little video, found it informative. As always, if you've enjoyed it, please like on Facebook, please like on YouTube, and number 2, please share this with the people who you know are going through these different experiences or do the kinds of things that I've described in this video that you know would benefit from it. Thank you very much. This is Dr. Jeff at Atlas Chiropractic, restoring the cause of health from above down, inside out.